So for the second category that we had, it's the new product offerings. And so VMware has announced two new product offerings. It's the VMware Cloud Foundation, and then we'll get to the next slide in a little bit, but it has the VMware vSphere Foundation. And both of these products are bundles of various VMware technologies that have now been combined to offer a single solution. And so the Cloud Foundation that we see on the screen right now, that's a little bit more of the all-encompassing product offering, whereas when we get to it, you'll see the vSphere Foundation is more of a simplified solution. And so ultimately, we are seeing that in larger organizations that have a larger VMware environment, the Cloud Foundation does generally offer more value. But ultimately, at the end of the day, depending on your organization's circumstances, optimization will likely occur by having both products in your environment and utilizing both options. So one thing to note as well before we jump to the next slide that will be important to consider as you look at the two different product offerings is there are some products that are only offered in Cloud Foundation. So if we look, for example, the HCX Enterprise or Data Services Manager, those are only offered with Cloud Foundation. So if your organization might still have a smaller VMware footprint, but you do require some of those products, that will help kind of dictate which product offering you go to. So Braden, if you want to move to the next slide, we can take a look at vSphere Foundation. As I said, it is a more simplified view. The important thing that I'll highlight here is at the end of the day, once you've made the decision that you do want to renew support and you need support and you're going to go to the subscription model, one decision you'll need to make is whether or not you wish to swap or turn in the active perpetual licenses that you currently own, in which case you can receive some credits, or do you want to just keep your perpetual licenses? You are allowed to operate both a perpetual license environment as well as a subscription license environment, but that does add some additional complexities. And it is a breach of compliance to run the two different licensing models in the same environment. So what does that look like in the real world? You wouldn't be able to use a subscription vCenter server to, optimize or look at and manage the vSphere licenses that you own that are perpetual. And on the flip side, you wouldn't be able to use a perpetual vCenter server to monitor the subscription vSphere licenses that you own.